Hey guys, today in this new video I'm going to walk you through how to make your own instrumental track step by step. So this is a beginner's guide, beginner to intermediate. So let's get into it, guys.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is rename our tracks. Drums, harmony, melody, bass, counter melody, and layer. Now we're going to pick a drum VST, virtual instrument. So we're going with absolute 0. We're going to lay down some drums. We set up our looper, our yellow looper bar for 4 measures. And now I'm just going to lay down some drum tracks. Now I'm going to quantize 1/16 note. We're going to click the empty gray project and do quantize again so it quantizes every track. I'm editing a little bit in the piano roll. Alright, well I'm going to try that again because I didn't like how it came out. We're going to loop it with the key command L on the keyboard. Next we're going to create a new track for hi-hats. I'm going to make a hi-hat rhythm. I'm going to play around with this rhythm a little bit, see what we can do. Once again, back in the piano roll, let's see if I can do something I like. This rhythm sounds a little funky, so I might not keep it. This is what music production is all about. You gotta play around and see if you like it. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. That's just part of the game. Alright, I didn't really like that, so I'm not going to keep that pattern. I'm just going to shorten my loop and then loop it again. So next we're going to go for a synth pad. So I think I'm going to go with Amber Dark. I like the sound of that. Laying down some chords, our harmony, some chords. Once again, a chord is 2 or more notes. 2 or more notes at the same time. And once again, when you're doing a chord, everything has to be in the right key. So now I'm going to lay down some harmony. Now I'm gonna assign track colors. So for organization, this might help some of you. So we're gonna make the drums purple, as well as the hi-hats just a different shade of purple, because that's also drums. Next for harmony, I think we're gonna go blue. To assign track colors, you're gonna right click and then select assign track color. Now I'm looking for a melody sound. Making a little melody here. This is how you do it. Just play around until you find something you like. Once again, this video is how to make your first instrumental track from start to finish. So for melody, we're gonna go with what color? Let's see. We're gonna go with red. Remember, right click and then assign color and pick the color. Watch me. Right click, then assign color and pick the color. Assign color, pick the color. So now with your tracks colored, you'll have an easier time not getting lost. Now we're gonna do a little arranging. We're gonna option drag a few times for our A-B format, or verse hook, verse hook. We're gonna make the outro right here. This is a little arranging, so just pay attention. This is how you arrange your beats. For the counter melody, I think we're gonna do another shade of purple. And I think we're gonna go with a guitar for the counter melody, a rock guitar. My system's glitching a little bit, just give me a second. There we go. So let's lay down a counter melody. Almost ready to lay it down. Here we go. A little editing in the piano roll again. We're gonna get rid of unnecessary notes and shift up some of our notes. We just shifted up the ending notes an octave, which is the next set higher. An octave is 8 notes higher. I had a little glitch there, I'm sorry, but let's keep it moving. Option dragging for our hook, so we have our melody and our counter melody on our hook. Now we're gonna do a little mixing. So we're gonna add an EQ, channel EQ to our drums. We're gonna do mid only because drums are in the middle of the mix. We're gonna boost the lows around 75 Hertz. We're gonna cut out the highs with a high pass filter. Then we're gonna go and we're gonna boost the highs on the drums on the stereo for the snare. We're gonna copy that over to bass because the bass has a very low frequency like the drums, but only the first EQ, the low boost EQ, is what we copied. Next we're gonna boost the highs in the harmony around 7,000 Hertz and once again around 5,000 Hertz. This gives it that top end shine and sparkle. We're gonna copy that over to the counter melody because once again the melody is in the higher frequencies. And next we're gonna lay down an 808. So for this, I'm gonna use a sample pack that I got from Cymatics. Cymatics.com. They give free sample packs. This is their Drake kit. I like the 808 in this Drake kit. Once again, Cymatics.com. They'll give you free sounds for hip hop and pop. So here we go, laying down the 808. Just getting the rhythm down. Once again, piano roll, getting rid of unnecessary notes. You get to the piano roll by double clicking your track. Back to the mix window. We're gonna add a stereo spread. For the harmony, we're gonna click spread the top preset. We're gonna open it up with 12, and we're gonna go from 20,000 hertz to 400 hertz. Stereo spread just spreads the harmony and creates more space for the melody and the bass. Now we're doing an adaptive limiter on the 808 to keep it from clipping. You can copy my settings. Now we're gonna do some mastering. So we're gonna do a linear phase EQ to eliminate phasing. We're doing the mids first, boosting the bass. We're gonna do another linear phase EQ in stereo this time, so we'll boost the highs. Just remember, on mastering, you don't wanna boost too much, just small edits. We're boosting around 7,000 hertz and 5,000 hertz again on the whole mix. Then we're gonna add some for 400 hertz, give it a little bit of mid, warmth. So this is for warmth in the track, just a little bit. And we're gonna do a low cut, so it eliminates mud. Now we're adding a compressor. We're gonna do a 3-to-1 ratio. We're gonna do a fast attack and slow attack, fast release. We're gonna drop the gain down 6. We're gonna put an adaptive limiter. You can copy my settings once again. Just remember, copy my settings if you don't know what to do, because they're a good practice to get a good mix and a good master. Then we're gonna do an isotope ozone 10. Once again, these aren't stock plugins, but these are good plugins for mastering if you're interested. So we're going to use the maximizer. Just waiting for it to buffer. Give it 1 second, it's loading. Alright, now for maximizer, we're going to do ceiling -1 dB and bring it down to about threshold -5 dB. You can hear it's boosting the overall volume of the track. Then we're going to go to Julian loudness meter, and we're going to check our LUFS. LUFS is how you know how loud the mix is. So you want around -8 or -6. -7 the lowest, so -8 or -7, and right now we're at -8. So that's how you master and mix your track. Just check it out. You don't need that many plugins, you just need necessary ones. Good tools. Good tools for a good mix and master. Now I'm going to show you how to set your levels. So for drums, you can do about gain of 2 to 3 dB if you want. As long as nothing's in the red, you're not clipping. So for counter melody, we're going to drop it a little bit, -1. For the melody, we're going to boost it a little bit, and we're going to add a compressor so it can cut through the mix. We're going to do the same settings as our other compressor. We're going to do 3-to-1, slow attack, fast release. We're going to pull back a little bit until we hear the sound cutting through. Now it's a little too loud, so I'm going to bring down the gain. Now we're going to reorganize our tracks in order. So you want the drums and the bass on the top, then the melody, the counter melody, and then harmony last. Now we're going to bounce our track. We're going to bounce it as an MP3. When we click MP3, we're going to bounce it as an MP3. And click OK. We're going to title our track July 13, 2026. Mix. And that's it. And we're going to bounce it to the desktop. and then you can put it on your phone or wherever and share it with your friends or your family. You should be proud of yourself if you made it through the whole video. You're on your way to becoming a Logic Pro master. It just takes a little bit to load.
Alright guys, you did it. You should be proud of yourself. You're well on your way to becoming a Logic Pro Master. Now check the link in the description below. There's a link to be added to my email list and you'll get a free mixing guide. So if you want that free mixing guide, all I need is your email. Once again, I love working with you guys and I'm looking forward to the next video. Peace.